if you fall on them, there's a good chance midgets will go extinct. Like the fucking like legend of midgets would join the leprechauns. Like it'll be like, remember we used to.
Fuck, man.
But anyways, midgets are compressed like literal adults.
God was on a hurry when he was making those little.
It's not Legos, bro.
Hey everyone, welcome to another episode of the Cancellable Podcast. We're back again. My name is Bardia.
I'm Kurosh. He's retarded.
I'm basically what's up.
Man.
No, because he was like, guess who's back? I'm like,
Yeah, my bad. That was cringy. Anyways, as you all know, last episode, or some of you know, our loyal listeners, last episode we were talking about the February challenge. So when this episode airs, we'll be in February. It'll
we're
be
not
February.
in February. Tell them the truth.
No, when
No,
this
so it
episode
airs,
airs,
yeah.
we'll be in February. So first of all, I looked up the cold shower therapy. So it is good to shower at night as well, but that's kind of difficult because you have to realize we're taking 3 fucking showers, and I don't want to,
You don't have to shower your head. Wear
Your
a
eyes.
shower-
Oh, bro, if
Wear
you're
a
taking a cold shower, your head should go under.
No, shower cap.
What?
Wear a shower cap.
Wait,
Okay,
wait.
and then after all,
Your
wear a knee
hair
pad and suck
getting
your
wet
dick.
doesn't matter for the hair. It's like we're just saying the concept of just showering like 3 times a day is like,
My brother,
Or-
listen. Okay.
let's just get in the cold shower in the morning.
I'm gonna do it night and day.
Okay,
you
do it
do that.
twice. No
The
one's stopping
challenge
you, by
was
the way.
just set the challenge for day in the morning because the most benefit is the morning. Though.
No, because the benefit that also comes in it, as it says, is that when you are about to sleep, your body is fully relaxed after that. Yeah, your body's working. It's already had that shock where all the system is working, and you're able to have a deeper sleep. Anyway, I'll do it. It's fine.
Oh,
And
okay,
I'll let you guys know. How
no,
it is.
the only reason I'm telling you is because I actually looked it up. I'm agreeing that it's beneficial, but like the most benefits and the like majority of the links, we're talking about how in the morning doing the cold shower, cold shower is beneficial. So let's just do the morning one. I'm not like if you want to do it at night every time. I'm saying okay, let's do it.
No, I mean, that's perfectly fine. We can do the morning one. It's not an issue. The only thing I would say is that the shower one, it's a bitch at night, but you sleep so deep, bro. I'm telling you, you sleep. Wait, there's some guys coming to the studio. Can we help you?
No, but I was like, who the fuck's?
His hand's still there.
Oh my god, man.
Yo, man, personal space, bro. Next to it, it's on my crotch.
You see the table going up. No, okay. So let's do the morning one. It's gonna be a bitch.
Honestly,
We're doing
I'm
it.
saying just like one cold shower a day.
One cold shower.
Whenever you
But
want to
the-
take it,
but
take
the
it.
beneficial one, now because at the same time we're trying to say like if anyone's trying to do it with us, like
Right.
as audience members, we'll tell them like what we're doing like exactly. So the most benefit is in the morning. So for sure, let's do the one in the morning, right? If you want to do it at night, let's do it at night as well. And 10,000 steps, I have to watch, and we checked that the iPhone
Yeah.
Picks it up.
picks up. It sucks for me. Like from mine, I checked it and I couldn't transfer it to the health app.
From
So-
your Samsung watch?
Yeah.
Yeah,
So,
you
no, from the Samsung Health app on the iPhone.
Yeah.
Even though the health app is connected, it's not like
No, but
receiving
at
the
least
data.
if you can, is there like data keeping, like record history?
Yeah.
thing? So you can go back to a whole month.
Yeah. Right now, like these are my steps.
Okay, Kermit. What the fuck?
These are my steps. Miss Piggy raped me. Have you seen the clips they made of like Miss Piggy abusing Kermit the Frog?
Yeah.
I don't think they even need to make clips. It actually was happening in the movies.
No, but they make it like full on BDSM shit. Like, they're like,
Shit.
Miss Piggy, no. Anyways,
Yeah.
So
So-
my steps are recorded. You
Okay, so
guys-
cold shower in the morning,
Yeah.
10,000 steps a day.
Yes, sir.
You're going to do it with your Samsung watch. We are either going to use our Apple watches or we're
Or a
going to buy
Fitbit.
like a Fitbit.
Okay.
And then if you guys want to join,
And
you can do it however you want.
the end of every day,
We have to send a
We'll-
photo to the group.
we'll do it, and we'll post on the Instagram story of our Instagram page,
that's good.
showing our steps
Right.
to prove that we've all done it. So this way, it engages with the audience as well. And we're not gonna show shower videos of us. In the
That's on our Patreon.
Wait, I have an idea.
yeah.
It's on the spot. I don't know if it's a good idea or not. But how about if any of the audience decided to participate and then let us know if any of us lost the challenge, they get to wax us like 1 or 2 strips.
My cousin's gonna join this. I know for a fact.
Yo,
what do you think?
Amara's gonna. Yeah.
What do you think?
Okay.
I'm down.
Not your whole body. A professional needs to do that, but like 1 or 2 strips.
Okay,
Can
fair
you
enough.
imagine it's like some demented ex?
Oh my
Oh,
god.
no.
Of course, your beard like grabs wax.
Yo, so you get to wax anywhere on your body. Just takes your eyebrows off.
Eyebrows fine. Beard, no.
Beard's gonna be the worst.
This is more of my personality than this. Fuck it. I'll draw it on.
You see Kourosh before podcast like doing his makeup because he needs to put on eyebrows.
Every time I want to show emotion, I gotta get like wipe it off. Oh, I'm surprised.
Show us shocked.
Wipe expression.
Yeah.
I'm down. That sounds
Okay.
fun. Yeah.
Let's hope
I
none
did-
of them want to join. But
I really do hope so. I mean, no, join, but fuck.
yeah.
No,
And
but
if an audience member loses, we wax them.
no,
Or
that's not.
No one's gonna fuck off.
Yeah. No. Okay.
Do you want to lose all 8 viewers in one call?
No, I do have a question though. So month of February is 28 days,
Right.
all right? And there was a hesitation because I'm like 29,
It's
28,
28 days.
28 days.
Feb is 28. No.
Feb is
Shit.
28. For like in general, is it 10,000 steps a day, and that's locked in, or is it we have to do 28,000 steps? the
No.
whole
10,000 a day.
month? Okay.
Wait,
Uh,
28,000
No,
what?
So he's saying it's 28 days.
280.
Instead of saying that it's 10,000 each day, there's a total you have to hit. One day you
No,
can
no,
walk
each day,
20.
we have to
Yeah, I think each
That's
day.
the whole point.
Okay.
Especially because Valentine's Day is in Feb and you're both in relationships. That's my highest hope for the day you guys are going to miss the 10,000 steps.
My girlfriend's Dutch, so they go on cycles and walk and stuff. So it's good. You want to go walk to the park?
Oh no, I'm going to message her and say like, that they make
Well,
sure
she's-
you
She's
go
gonna
to a
kill me
restaurant.
because I made that accent. That's not even how she sounds.
Yo, that's it. like,
You think I'm to the park?
She didn't kill you after you
A
tried to
blah,
kill
blah,
half her family. So.
No. That was understandable. She knew it was a mistake. Translation issue. But that's fine.
But yeah, and then on the last day, we find a cold plunge place.
Yeah,
And
we'll
we
do
go
it.
to the.
Yeah, that's actually because
That sounds fun.
I would say like between us, I'm gonna send you guys videos of each day of me getting into the shower. My
No,
reaction.
we have to
Like
do
full
it.
frontal?
Okay.
That's on Patreon.
Onlyfans. But no,
Yeah.
but like I mean, as in, you know, how you do a selfie and you're like, I'm gonna jump in the shower. Proof, I've jumped in. 'Cause
I think I'm going to send a video. When I step under the cold water, I'm swearing at
You
both of
slipped,
you.
like, this is how he died, actually. We documented it. Like,
Does anyone know how he died? It's on our Patreon.
No, advertise on Instagram. Like, guys,
He
watch.
was- bro, he was unalive.
On a live. Yeah.
I lost my friend. He unalived himself.
Unalived himself, yeah. All right. I think that was the extent of the challenge, right? For this month?
yeah.
All
I
right.
think I think it's enough. Like
Yeah,
you don't want to go
definitely.
overboard, right?
Yeah.
So-
I mean, if we're going to do it like monthly, or like every month and so, like, it's best to do it like not too many things because like we're not at first we're going to run out of ideas by like July, you know, so like best to do it like that.
Yeah. No, take a break in between.
Yeah.
I think that's good. And also in between it, the first week we can have a podcast, like in a week of us doing the cold and the walking, we can talk about how we feel.
It's
and then
a journey. Like,
yeah, and then at like the end of the month we can do that.
you see, like we do the podcast at like 11 p.m. and you see one of us just like gets up, starts like walking around, come back to the sea, like.
But yeah,
I hit my
that's-
Do
10,000,
vlogging
man.
stuff.
but
Look at
dude,
the
but for
camera.
me, you can actually. I'm gonna send you guys videos of me walking around in the office.
Yep.
Like you know,
fair
I'm gonna
enough.
be. I've
They're going to think you're losing it.
No, I'll actually tell them about the challenges, and they
Mm-hmm.
like a couple of them watch this. So
Nice.
yeah,
Hi.
it'll be good.
What
Hi,
happened?
hi guys.
Whoever is watching,
Oh.
like from his side.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
That was such a. Hey.
I'm Kourosh.
I was just running back everything that we've said in every episode. We're sorry.
That's me every fucking day. You know, I go in the office and I'm like, imagine if someone sees this. I'm kind of recognizable when, you know, like, it's not that hard. Dubai's a small place, you know.
Yeah.
And then the stuff we say, what you guys laugh about.
Oh my god.
Bro,
man.
you brought it up.
What?
The jaw missing and like.
Every time I think
Why
about
did you
it.
do that?
Bro, we're at a friend's barbecue.
They
and
barbecued his jaw.
No, and his parents were there.
Mm.
We're talking about like deep shit like politics and all these stuff. The next day,
His dad loses his jaw.
no man, the next day he hits me up. He's like, "Look what my dad sent me on Instagram." And it's the one where I say I told Khashi to shove the filter up his ass.
Oh no.
And that reel was targeted to his dad on Instagram.
And that's like the lowest view I think we have on our account for that
maybe
clip.
we got an extra
Yeah.
view because of him. But
Did he like it?
I don't want to really get into it.
Do I know whose dad it is?
Ali.
Shit.
Yeah. So that's
I
funny.
mean, Ali himself's a jokester, so
Yeah,
Yeah,
he's
but I
a
don't think he
jokester,
makes it
but
in
they
front of
don't
his
talk
parents,
about
like-
shoving shit up their ass when they're in front of his parents.
you need to ask his dad why his algorithm is big.
Oh yeah, what is it that searching for?
No, it's not. It's probably because Ali likes the videos, so like,
Right.
he's targeted by it.
Yeah, maybe.
Or,
Or someone's got hemorrhoids.
No, no,
He
let's
might
stop
actually
with
give
that.
it a shot.
Yeah.
Watch the podcast, man. That's not like
Yeah, no. Well,
Ali hits me. He's like, "Bro, I can't see you anymore." I'm like,
No, it's a podcast. My dad says I can't hang out with you anymore. I'm sorry.
He's like 5 years old. Like he's like, you cannot talk to him. You cannot see him.
Bardia, that other looking guy, and the girl with the beard. Which one?
any of them.
Both.
All of them.
Anyone with a beard.
So I'm good.
No, you're the one who was.
Anyone
literally
with a
showing-
beard. So
You're the,
I'm
one,
like,
you're the one who convinced the guy to put it up his ass.
That's what just offered. Anyway,
So today's video,
what are
guys.
you doing, man? It's like, Kurosh
Don't
like,
worry about it.
I'm hungry.
Yeah, Kurosh, you've gone through something today. Like, you're like deteriorating.
Yeah, yeah.
He's had like 3 hours of sleep. Man.
Yeah,
Like,
it's just work.
We asked him, "Have you seen the sun?" What? I don't have a son.
Well, I don't know if you noticed or not, my voice notes today.
Bro,
Everything
what
I
the
was
fuck?
saying.
I'm on this, guys, I don't think I'm in the same waveform. I'm like, what? Wavelength. Yeah, you know what I mean.
you know the thing you do the stadiums, the wave. Like,
Yeah, no, today I've been off. Like my brain has completely gone to shit.
And you took your time to come to our studio. And
All right then.
the KZ studio. That's what we call it.
this is the
promotional clip for my
buff, like kabuff. Kabuff.
KBF.
See how fast that is? That's what I need from you.
I ain't got it, bro. I ain't got it. I don't know what to tell you.
You guys show. Just ring a bell. Okay, but guys, I need to talk to you about a serious thing, right? Been on Reddit, okay?
Oh no.
And I've seen videos about pay pigs.
About
Wait.
what?
My what?
Pay pigs.
Elaborate, because I have no
Okay, I'm
idea.
gonna
what it
explain
means.
to you. I'm gonna have to show the video right here.
Is it something we can show?
Yeah. So there are people out there, men, that like to pay women to degrade them.
Ah, I know which one you're talking. I think I know the concept you're talking about. I've seen the
So-
dog version, but not the pig version.
No, but they call it the pay pig.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's
pay pig. They don't
covers
call
the
it pay dog.
category.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's a pay pig. So I was watching this guy who was going over all these videos, and you have women who are like a 4 out of 10 that are raking in thousands of dollars a visit, okay?
God damn.
Where basically a guy goes up to the girl, first of all, messages her and says, you know, oh, I think you're a goddess and stuff. And the woman just degrades him. And there was a video of a guy, imagine, bro, at a car drive-through ATM, where
Okay.
the woman literally looked like the stereotypical British woman who had 3 kids at 4. You know what I mean? Like that. And she had the the chewing gum, and she's like, the guy is standing there. She put a bag over his head and said, "Come on, like, take all of your money out of the ATM." And I think it was like maybe 12,000 quid.
God damn. Okay.
And he's like, "Yes, yes, princess." And then she kicks him in the nuts.
yeah.
He's like, do it. And he kicks her in the nuts. He falls on the floor. She puts her shoe on his head. And imagine there's people waiting in line and no one's beeping. Yeah?
Yo.
And then he's like, give me the money. Okay, now leave. And like, she says like, leave like a dog. She's like, now leave. And the guy just goes on all fours, stays there. she walks away and goes, "This is how you become rich." Like she just goes like that and bye, and she walks away. And then there's other people who post. They're all normal people, like normal looking women. They're not even attractive.
Okay.
Bro, and they make so much money from these people, and some of them are very successful men, like guys who have
Usually it is that from my understanding.
Yeah, I've heard the concept, but continue, Buta.
But that's the thing. So like, I don't know what this fetish is, or like. First of all, I mean, you know,
imagine being in that ATM line. I think I'll just leave. I'll be like,
I'll start kicking him too. He's like, can I get two?
Yo, I'll send you a different angle video.
Okay, when Kurosh goes there, starts beating his ass. You want some money too?
You spit on the guy. You be like, yo, actually that was me.
Imagine the video pans. You see Kurosh sitting there, and this is how I became a pay pig king. He just goes beats up guys.
Wait,
you wanted this.
When you say pay king, does that refer to the women that do the controlling or the men that like to be controlled?
No,
like
so
that?
you're the first male who degrades other men, like Andrew Tate sometimes when he says about people, you know. But the thing is,
do that,
yeah. But the thing is that, man, it's crazy. And if you watch the videos, it's like there's a video where the guy paid her. She put her foot on his head, and he's like, "Take off my shoes." So he takes off the shoe, and then he tries taking off her sock, and she goes, "Hey, don't!"
Like a dog.
Put it back.
Like legit like a dog.
He's probably into foot fetish.
Yeah.
But, bro, it's so like it's such a crazy.
The
world
only
we
one
live
I've
in.
seen like this was the girl was wearing heels, lays the guy down on the ground and puts her heels through his testicle.
No, bro, that's
what's up with you? Last time you were talking about the drill through. Why am I like this?
YMH Live.
What's up with you?
What's happening, Samantha? Tell us.
Bro, YMH Live. That podcast I was telling you that like, there's a podcast and then they do one version that's on their website because YouTube will take it down. All of the drill and the dick and like all of that, I've seen it there. And this one too. But you asked why they do this. From my understanding, it's usually men that are in like really good positions in a company with a lot of responsibility and they control a lot of people under them.
Like the majority of the guys I saw on the show literally were either bus drivers or like I get what you mean. There's a man who's like super alpha that he wants to feel like
lose control.
Yeah, but the thing is that you know what's even funny? When I went to Japan, I met a girl who was a dominatrix, a friend of mine, who was in Japan, Mexican chick.
Friend of yours.
Yeah, no, friend. Yeah,
right.
Friend. Yeah, exactly. And she was telling me because we were sitting and talking, and she was like, "Yeah, I basically make all my money from being in Japan." And old Japanese men ask me,
they have like
weird stuff, man. Weird stuff, but
I've
nothing
heard
sexual
Japan
on their part.
Fuck, I don't know which was a comedian talking about this or what. They were saying that like, fuck, man. I don't know where I remember this. It could be even not real. Like it could just been from a show, where it was like this Japanese guy was saying that the way he makes money is that he has like diapers and shit in his briefcase and he's a baby, and like rich Japanese women like pick him up and then they treat him like a fucking baby.
Bro, there's a market for anything, man.
Bro, these stuff are way too fucked up, man. Like, I'm just saying, like the internet.
Bro,
like,
if you really want to get fucked up, go on TLC on YouTube. Just write TLC.
Yeah. What's TLC?
So imagine. So recently, there's been this huge debate. There's a guy who's like 28 years old. He's a blogger, right? And he's dating a girl who's the same age as him, but biologically, her body looks like an 8-year-old. So she has a hormone, a growth deficiency where she's trapped in the body of an 8 or 9-year-old.
But her brain is the age that it is.
Yeah, 28.
Okay.
So she's the same age as him, but she looks like a child. Like she's 8 years old.
That's pretty fucked up, though.
But why is it fucked up?
Because
there's two camps, right? So everyone's shitting on him because he's like, dude, fuck, you can be sexually attracted to an 8-year-old. So it means you must be a pedophile. And the other camp is saying, wow, so because she's been dealt such a shitty hand, right, in her life, she has to now go date other 8-year-olds? There's no one who's in her situation.
No, listen, one question.
Okay.
No, not a question.
I hate you with
pretty
a bomb,
sure
didn't
I know the answer, but the people are kid fuckers. It's a mental issue, right? It's not by choice.
No, it's a mental issue.
It's a mental issue, right? So let's say you're that person. You have that mental issue.
I don't think it's a mental.
It is because
It's not that like, oh, I can either do it or not do it. I don't think they have control over like what they're attracted
okay,
to.
no. There are creeps, right? But there are a certain like specific type of people who have this mental issue that they have this like compulsive like attraction towards like younger, like obviously very young people,
Right.
and that's a mental thing. And like I have no idea how it can be fixed or anything, but like fuck, this is from a show, so obviously the fact that how reliable this fact is. But there was this guy on this show, for example, they were trying to like make kind of awareness of it, saying that like something happened, he had this thing and he always could control himself, but his sister his sister had a kid, so he was worried. Did I spell myself? No. Yeah. His sister had a kid, so he was so worried that something's gonna happen that he kept saying like, do something, like give me like estrogen pills and shit like that to drop down my fucking like testosterone level and all these stuff. And at the end, what he did was he cut off his dick. He was like, I can't do
I
it.
think that's a movie, bro.
No, it is from a show, but it was trying to say that like there are these compulsive things that some of them can't control.
I think.
But wait, sorry.
Yeah, no,
To the point, to just like he was trying to see like if it's something like it's a mental thing and all that. I understand that this person got dealt a bad card, right? And obviously, it's her situation. It's not by choice that she wants to look like a fucking kid, right? At the same time, this person has found sexual desire and sexual attraction to the physical attribute of this person who looks like an 8-year-old.
No, but then look. Okay, I'll tell you something. Yeah. So I get where you're coming from on that, but at the same time, it's like, what if the person, let's say, what if they met on a website where they couldn't show photos of each other and they start talking and stuff like that, and he fell in love with the personality. You know what I mean?
Okay.
And then she showed up to his door and was an 8-year-old, like literally the body of an 8, the mind of you and I, right? But she had that body, and that person still. Or what if the roles were switched? If it was a woman who was 28, looked like a 28-year-old, and the guy was a child, had the body of a child.
I'm a bet you would be much different.
Yeah,
Because the guy, in the way of the whole sexual attraction and thing, an 8-year-old will not be able to perform as much as the like
Wait, can I
as
ask a question?
female thing.
What's the difference between a 8-year-old stuck in an 8-year-old's body and a midget?
Midgets is still
Kind of the same.
midgets actually, like, I mean, so you
Midgets
know,
I'm
are
not
just,
talking about like the Brazilian ones with the bunda and
No,
everything.
I'm saying
like-
midgets are literally just like you kind of.
wait, have you guys got this on Instagram? There's like this midget that keeps popping up with OnlyFans or something like that.
The black one?
Bro, oh my god, both of your algorithms are fucked, man.
No, dude, it's on every comedy page.
I don't know.
Every comedy page
I've never
I
seen it.
follow.
There was
it's
a
like,
really funny one on TikTok.
I'm
Like she's
I'm
actual
not
like
on
blogger, I think.
the-
Or
I don't
bro,
know,
there's
I'm
this
not
one,
on
and it's like, you know, she has an OnlyFans, and I was like,
who the fuck wants to?
yeah, but, no, but that's the thing. It's like,
watch her get shot out of a cannon.
no, but that's the thing. That Instagram, it's like a lot of these channels I follow, like these Instagrams where it's like funny pages and stuff like that. They have like these random OnlyFans girls go. So imagine it's all normal, and there's a midget.
Was she hot? That's a
I
yes.
mean,
That's a yes.
no. I mean, like, it's got the midget face, but the body is just like packaged very tightly, but has all of a normal person's body.
Yeah, that's
parts.
what I was gonna say. Like a difference between an 8-year-old kid and a midget
Have you seen a midget's hands?
is
No,
it's
Crush
like
your skull.
The only midget I've seen in real life is Mr. Miyagi from the club. The
I thought
The
from
Mr.
Karate
Miyagi.
Kid. I was like, wax on, wax off.
he wasn't a midget,
You-
bro.
yo, by
It
the
was,
way,
Asian.
it was Japanese, first of all.
we
Asian.
got really drunk at Mr. Miyagi's.
Yeah, we were
He
together.
can't do-
You were there.
Wax on, wax off.
Remember when all the midgets came out to dance
Yeah,
and
I
everything,
know.
and we were all standing there
Bro,
like
it was me
around.
and- we were playing beer pong and we just see a whole busload of midgets just come in the
Yo,
place.
we got drunk with them. It was so fun, man. Like it
Yeah.
was all these fucking midget dancers. And I was like, "Fuck! If I fall, I'm gonna like kill 5 of them. Like my fall will like cover 5 people."
It's like the Empire State Building dropping.
Oh fuck! Shit! I shouldn't have laughed, man.
No, but back to the serious point.
Can you imagine me being around them?
Oh my god, it's like a tsunami, like waves on it, like midgets.
No, just like I just feel like from their angle, they wouldn't be able to see the full. It's like curved. You know what I mean? Someone sit up there, mount. Why is it Japanese? Someone say dragon live up there.
If you fall on them, there's a good chance midgets will go extinct. Like the fucking like legend of midgets would join the leprechauns. Like it'll be like, remember we used to.
Fuck, man.
But anyways, midgets are compressed like literal adults.
God was on a hurry when he was making those.
It's not Legos, bro.
He missed like half of the torso. He just like threw it out there.
Oh my god, that's
No, but
blasphemous.
back to the serious point of the 28-year-old in the 8-year-old's body. I think if you're into child fucking, right?
Can you just say pedophilia? Child fucking.
Apparently, you can't fucking call them pedophiles anymore. You have to call them MAPs.
Maps?
Minor attracted people. Minor attracted people.
Wait, so
stuff like
you're
that.
giving pedophiles now rights? It's like,
Bro,
hey,
it is
you call me a map.
Yo, it's fucking.
Bro, you know how many
ridiculous.
times in
Fuck
America
this
I've
beat.
asked for a map? Yo, you guys have a map? You son of a bitch.
My cousin.
Yeah. Well, you know, I happen to be a map myself.
No, but
Bro, it's
let's say
fucking
if it's
PC
a
shit.
mental issue, right? If it's not by like you feel compulsed to
Allegedly, I'm not trying to like
right.
say.
I'm
a
saying
fact
if
here
that's the
or something.
scenario, that's the best case scenario for this guy. It's like you're doing it with someone that's like giving you consent, and it's at the age that's giving you consent,
I get you, yeah.
and you're getting your pleasure out of it,
No, but it's a
and no one is getting hurt
it's
by it.
hypocritical. Like I would say that again, you don't know the guy's motive, but for people to call him out and say this kind of shit, they don't know the full story. But anyway,
What was his response though?
so they haven't showed the response yet, but there's a TV show about it, and like the TLC, the one I told you about,
Yeah.
they have all this stuff.
They made a show about it without the guy even giving a response to this.
No, he's on the show.
He's
he
on the
talks
show,
about
but
it,
it hasn't
yeah,
come
I
out
do
yet.
love her. I care about her, and she's like, I'm so excited to go on a date with him.
Yeah, but like to me,
To
there's
wear Chuck E. Cheese.
No, they go to normal restaurants, bro.
yeah, but I bet
Happy
she gets the
birthday.
kids menu.
Where are we going? Disney World.
She wouldn't be able to ride the rides at Disneyland.
If she can ride the dick of a
Yeah,
28-year-old, she
apparently.
can ride the rides in Disneyland.
Back to weird ass.
Midgets.
No, not midgets. No, midgets. I would say.
By the way, we
weird
can't
ass-
say midgets either. It's little people, which I find more offensive. But
You know,
I
can I
think,
make
I just call him a dwarf.
oh, you definitely can call him a dwarf.
What is dwarfism?
Exactly.
I know.
Have
I'm
you
not,
not-
I didn't put the rule.
No, I know,
yeah.
man. It's this
but you,
PC shit.
no, but
that,
you
like-
guys are like just popping up all these terms to me, guys. We're not in America, okay? This is not America. You can say
This is not America.
pedophile. You can say pedophile. You can say this. Otherwise, tomorrow in the newspaper, you're gonna hear like 4 people unalived while a map was in the.
need a whole new
it's
dictionary
just
for
what
it.
people feel, and like
Decipher the fucking.
I want to know who the first pedophile was. It was like, listen, I'd like to go on news and say we are not pedophiles. We're maps.
We have rights too.
Yeah, exactly. Like
But
it's just it's the same as you know how they say apparently men
Yeah.
get raped by dolphins. Okay. Like
Okay.
dolphins rape people.
Yeah.
in
Right.
Here, yeah. But for women, there's a hotline for rape, right?
Okay.
But for men,
Wait, are you talking about rape in general or rape by dolphins?
I mean both. Yeah. Okay. But
there's a specific hotline for like how often is this happening?
hello, what's this issue?
it's you.
She's raping me.
No, but actually, if you think about
Imagine
it,
a dolphin on his back, just getting
Bro,
diddled by.
bro, do you know how fucking menacing dolphins are? Dolphins and seals, they're the most like you think they're cute and shit. Dolphins rape sea cucumbers. They fuck sea cucumbers.
I'm not quite sure if I know what a sea cucumber looks like.
And-
It's a cucumber in the sea, basically. Get the image. Like
So just like a pickle in your fridge, but in a bigger water.
It's literally
it's bigger.
It's bigger and it's a living creature. It has no limbs, just an anus.
Are you serious?
I swear. And it's like
Okay,
Remember
that
Pickle
means
Rick?
God created you to get fucked. That's your only
Remember
purpose
Pickle
of
Rick
life.
from Rick
Exactly,
and
but
Morty.
no
Yeah,
one's-
yeah, yeah.
That.
Oh, yeah. So they
Yeah.
deserve to get fucked.
so there's that, and then apparently they rape people, but no, like, can you imagine being the person who has to
You're
come out
talking about
live?
dolphins, not
Dolphins.
yeah, no, I got it.
No,
yeah.
pickles aren't going around.
Rolling
are
around.
People are raping,
Raping
pickles.
pickles,
That's that. But yeah, so imagine being the person that has to like goes out and says, you know, we should make a hotline. Why do you want to make a hotline? For people. Why are you so like? Why are you so enthralled to do this? I'm just passionate.
Yeah, shit happens. You know?
Flippers.
Someone's phone goes up. Yeah, by the way,
You automatically bend over.
about the whole you saying little people you find it more offensive.
Yeah.
Okay, give me your opinion about this. I was just thinking about this the other day. Don't you think when they call now, apparently you can't say, oh, this guy, like, to describe someone, you can't be like, this guy's black or this guy's like, you don't say brown, but you say like, this guy's black or something like that.
You say
right?
brown?
You don't say brown because it could be like Indian, like Mexican, something like that, right?
Right. I guess it depends what continent you're in.
Yeah. Now you have to say person of color, right?
Right.
What do you say?
Person of color.
Oh,
instead of saying black, you say person of color.
Yeah. Don't you think that's more fucked up? Because as a white person, right, you don't refer.
He owned that shit as a white person.
Tell us.
No. As in, like,
I get nervous
supposedly
walking down the street.
there's a white person, right?
You are white, bro. Point to yourself.
Okay, so if, I'm white, right? So if I want to refer to someone of a person of color, I'll refer to them as that. But white people don't go under that category. So you're saying everyone else is a person of color when you want to refer to it. I feel like that's more racist shit. You're just saying like all these fucking people are person of color. I'm white.
Yeah, I see what you mean.
You know,
yeah.
like I don't fall or like go under that category, but all of you that have fucking like any sort of like skin color,
Yeah.
go under it. I feel like that's even more racist, but that's like the new PC shit that they're trying to put in though.
Maybe not put this in from my side, but what is negative about calling someone black?
Nothing. There's nothing negative about calling someone black because you're just saying like that. Okay, first of all, black people are fucking proud that they're black, right? It's
There's
the
Black
fight-
History Month. Like you can call it. Say like if you were to
person of color.
Color
month,
history
like,
month.
you're like, which one is it? The Mexicans? We're so confused. Like,
50 Shades of.
Cinco de Mayo is like, wait.
We were
One
like,
shows up. No, never.
Yeah, maybe.
Never mind.
draw that motherfucking line, man.
We already got one YouTube strike. I don't want a second one.
Did we get one?
Yeah.
They took one episode down.
No.
Yeah,
way.
man.
The
The
COVID
COVID
episode
one.
is gone.
Yo, let's not talk about it. Let's not
Yeah,
talk
yeah.
about it. We'll explain why it got taken
Yeah,
down.
I can't say why, but it got taken.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The Matrix.
The Matrix. Legit, the Matrix.
Anyway, so.
Free my
moving on.
mind!
Pull your mic back.
What?
Pull your mug back.
Oh, okay. Sorry. I'm always in phase of shut the hell up.
I swear.
Oh, he's trying to get my dick.
Fuck, I was about to say something like.
But yeah, I don't get the person of color thing, especially because. All right, this is not gonna sound right, but
Better
black is technically not a color.
That's exactly
it's
what I was
the
gonna
lack
say.
of.
No. In
I'm not talking about people. I'm just saying
art,
color.
In art, right? Every like you have like the primary colors and everything like that. The definition of the color, not skin tones. I'm talking about the color. The color black
It's noir.
is what?
Noir?
What was that?
No.
You're like no.
Noir. Like it's black.
As in,
No.
the
It's a French way of saying black, my friend.
No, the definition of the color black is lack of color. You know what I mean? So, by that means that you can't. If you say person of color, white is a fucking color, bitch. So you don't call black people person of color. Let's call white people person of fucking color.
I don't know if we should take this stance.
No,
I feel
I'm
like
just
this
fucking
is-
so
but
fed up with
I
this
get it. Yeah,
white fucking like Karens going around setting all these fucking PC shit.
You know, we
and-
have one in our neighborhood.
No, fuck.
They fucking complained about us the other day.
They heard the
Why?
podcast.
So no. You know how like in front of my house you park the cars in front of the garage, but it blocks the where you walk, right?
Yeah.
But that's because there's nowhere you can park in the street without your car getting hit.
Yeah, that's a whole fucking compound. How everyone does.
Yeah, this bitch. I can only assume it's not a guy.
Let's
'cause
call it a Karen.
Yeah, this Karen has gone to the security and complained that when I'm walking my dog, it's too difficult to walk around the cars.
Who fucking
So
who?
the security came to our house. Is like, could you please like park in the street because like technically you're parking like you're blocking people's like the way they walk.
Where
We're,
are you
like,
supposed to park then?
in the street?
Oh, outside.
Outside in the
compound?
street. No, not outside the compound.
Outside
in
of
front of the
the-
house where you put your car. Like when you come.
Oh, so in front of your what the? Isn't
front
that
of-
like technically part
No,
of
it's
your
not your
property?
No, your property
No.
starts at your wall.
Yeah, but the thing is, if you park in the street, the police can fine you.
Yeah, that's true.
Well, maybe you should tell us that every time we fucking.
No, but they don't.
If someone wanted to make an issue, because basically the road is public property.
Yeah.
But yeah, going back to the point of
To the blacks.
just weird.
Dwarfism? Where are you going back to?
No, just going back to because we were talking about this weird fetishes and stuff like that. And people being deep. Man, it was. We can put the video up. Yeah, I'll send it to you, and you can just put it like you did in the last episode, where
No, last episode video has to be taken down.
it had to be taken down.
No,
What
which
Bardi
one?
is saying.
The one that I showed you, that has to be taken down.
Let's not talk about that here.
We
'cause
haven't put it up anyways. We'll talk about it.
Okay, but anyway, this video is just like there's nothing graphic about it. It's just hilarious. Yeah.
Yeah.
And there's like videos and videos of dudes just being degraded, and like it's crazy. And then apparently there's so many other fetishes that are out there that has nothing to do with being sexual, but just guys are. Funny enough, I don't see women doing it. Like there's no like thread or anything like that. But
I think a lot of it is with related to the new generation and like the manhood being like the traditional men behavior types are being like kind of like, I don't know, put off society by like the whole feminist movement and all of that. So like men don't know where to put out their energy, so it's going towards like weird fucking shit.
There is gonna come a point with the new generations coming that I feel like it's gonna be divided into 3 branches, right?
Right.
One is gonna be guys that are pretty much their dick is useless and can be like literally get fucked, right? And 2 is all like the weird people who are now like putting that like shifting that focus of like to be an alpha male and everything like that to this weird stuff and all that. And I'm saying all that a lot. And the third one would be like from our kind of mindset style, like we focus on like listening to David Goggins and all these stuff, like
the traditional men,
like thinking about, okay, I want to be the best, I want to be motivated and everything. What do I do? How do I make myself an alpha and everything like that? And we continue that because the way
the divide has always been there.
No, but
usually
everyone idolizes
the
the
segment
alpha.
size is changing. So before, I think it was more of like the traditional one that's like, oh, like men do men shit. And then a very marginalized part was everything else. But now I feel like I'm still pretty sure the majority of it is still the traditional way.
Are you talking about sort of like an all alpha man and all this kind of
Not
stuff?
necessarily alpha men,
A,
just
B, alpha, beta, but now it's alpha, PC, weirdo. Like it's
no, but you see, I would say to you that at least from my understanding and what I've
so if you're into what I consider weird shit, like if you're into it, go ahead, do it. I'm talking to the
we
audience,
definitely
like,
fall into weird.
how are we falling to weird?
Go back and listen to any of the episodes, and we definitely
laugh at fucked up shit because we find humor in everything.
Exactly, we find humor in weird shit. we are definitely considered weird, by the way. I don't know how this is
just shot his
surprising.
buddy his life.
I don't think I'm weird. I just feel like
You think this is normal?
I feel like I
You
just
think-
have a dark sense of humor. That's it. I just find humor
What do you see yourself in? Which category are you in?
I find myself in the category that I'm not going to abide by the fact that how the society is changing and forcing the minority of people who find things uncomfortable and trying to fucking rebrand pedophiles on maps and shit. And one of like that minority is like forcing everyone to go ahead with it. I don't find myself within those. I don't find myself being okay. I'm not saying I'm not weird or anything like that, but I find myself in the category of people who want to improve themselves, and I do idolize the old idols, the ones that like we looked up to, like when we were kids who watched fucking Hercules cartoon and like
the
Rocky.
traditional masculine images.
So, from what I've experienced and read, and
Talk to the
no, like on a serious note here, I feel like history repeats itself, and we've only been aware of what's going on in the world in terms of globalization for the past 100 years, 200 years, where you could find out news happening in China by a click of a button, right? Not even 100 years. That would be like
at the rate we are now. It's like
so
20 years.
globalization is basically you have a pulse on the world, but I feel like this I feel like this sort of thawing out of lines, specific lines to one being gender, one being social norms, one being this is very sort of similar to how the Roman Empire was. In the beginning, the Roman Empire was something that was expanding and becoming, there were set lines and, men were required to go fight out and become thinkers and innovators to grow the empire. Now the empire has become so fat in the times where you had these kings like Caligula Caesar and, a lot of them were madmen who just loved gluttony and going and having parties and orgies where men and women would have sex, men and men would have sex, women would get fucked by horses and stuff. Like it became a cesspool of lust. I feel like that's where we're going now because
it's actually a known fact. I was listening to a historian, I forgot his name, but I really don't remember his name. But this guy, like, he has a podcast, and for each podcast, he goes through one section of history. Like 4 episodes was on Genghis Khan, and like each episode he covers one. And he was in all of them. He was saying that in history in general, in any society, when the society improves to the point that the problems aren't big enough, like hunger, the essential problems, it always leads to like right before the demise of any empire, it leads to the sexuality stuff.
So Korosh, there's a really good, I would recommend anyone here who would like to learn more about this. There's a YouTube video that came out, a documentary called The Four Horsemen. And the Four Horsemen are symbolism of when, you see, empires don't last. In the history of our mankind, you can see that no empire has ever lasted, because basically when an empire itself identifies itself as an empire, similar to what you say, the problems don't become big enough, so we have to make problems.
Right.
I identify as this, you identify as that. Fucking 60, 50 years ago, people were fighting in trenches, trying to get back home to their families, fight oppression. That doesn't happen as much now. Okay, what's happening in Ukraine and Russia, that's one thing. But on a global scale,
it's not that anymore,
it's not like that, And the thing is that only at the moment where, exactly as you said, the belly gets full and there's no more movement
like
in the body.
Life-threatening.
Yeah, the society will become sort of deranged in the sense and sort of move into a kind of terrifying
cannibalism
on itself, because rather than fighting for everyone's rights, you're fighting now for specific groups' rights.
Right.
Of course, there are groups that have minorities. There are groups that are being completely ignored. Look what's happening in China with the Muslim refugees that are there.
Yeah.
No one talks about that. But then you go watch the World Cup in Qatar, and they're talking about gays going to watch the World Cup, while Qatar themselves said that, listen, you can be gay. We allow you here. We don't represent it though. So don't come here with your flags and don't, respect us like we respect you when we go to your countries. That's the sign of, like, I strongly think myself that might sound extreme, but there will be a huge clash, because people like Bardia, people like, these PC people who I'm also like Bardia, they will come to a choking point or a boiling point where this is fucking ridiculous.
It is ridiculous. That's what I'm stating. Yeah. It's getting ridiculous. Like, this shit is like, it seems like it's working because it's just continuing, and it's just like, it's like, I have this really bad example, like analogy of like what I want to say. When the fat girl that doesn't get attention and nobody likes her and bullies her in school and nobody likes her, but all of a sudden she becomes a popular kid, and if someone doesn't like her, she says, oh, like, she victimizes herself, and she's like, oh, this person actually didn't say hi to me properly.
No, but that's victimization.
But that's what I'm trying to say. Like, and then everybody else, thinking that now this is the correct thing to like and adore this person, attacks that one person who just minds their own business. It's not that, like, this person's like, no, fuck you, right? I'm still gonna bully you and attack you. No, this person is just minding their own business, but not saying, like, fucking like choking on her dick like everyone else. Like,
no. But can I come back to the point that you mentioned something previously where you said that, now if you sort of deviate away from what's the norm, what's happening now with all this, gender fluid and people like being victims. So that's the thing. I don't find it shocking because, you have all these saying like dead fish go with the flow, and the biggest danger is the common man, the majority, because there's like a rule that says the 20% rule the 80%. But that's always been there in life.
Yeah.
You have people who don't look at the bigger picture and who have these issues, like as you mentioned, like there's one guy who I think is very interesting on YouTube. He talks about Change My Mind. Have you seen or Change My Opinion?
Stephen Crowder.
Something like that.
Yeah. Have you seen this?
Corral?
No. So this guy, he's a Republican. What he does is he goes to like democratic university. I mean, majority of universities, they're like very like left leaning in US. He goes, puts a table, puts like an outrageous statement like abortion is wrong or whatever. Like,
I thought that was a meme. I didn't know it was actually.
No, it's based on. So he brings like these like super liberals that are like on the campus, and they all get emotional and stuff, and he destroys them with like facts that he gives. Respectfully, but it's not a fair argument.
I'm saying everything exaggerated, but I'm not trying to like be like, no, don't be fucking yourself. No, wrong place to put the word fucking it. Don't be yourself and all these stuff, right? Like, no, you have to abide by my opinion, because then I'll become that person as well. I'm becoming that, like, no, you can't. You're either male or female. You can't be non-binary. You can't be Z-Zemzer, whatever the shit is. Like, all no, but that you laugh at this.
No, but the difference is for you is like for you and I, it's that leave me to do my thing.
Yeah.
I don't care what you do. From their side, from what I've seen, at least the loudmouths on social media, I'm not saying like everyone is like that, is that I'm right and you shouldn't be allowed to do your thing. That's the major clashing point.
And that's the power tool that social media has given to these people.
Yeah.
Like, I think Nat was showing me this video of this non-binary person showing, like, literally taking a video of herself and everything and saying that non-binary person, like, taking a video of herself and everything and saying that how my parents or I would really react if I don't know someone and they call me, okay, she doesn't, like, oh, there she is. If you call me she and you don't know me, I'm gonna blow up on you. And she was doing this whole speech. The comment thread obviously fucking destroyed her, right? Be like, what the fuck are you saying? But it's the social media that has given, like, too much power to these people.
But that's the thing. So there's become this, at least from what I see, there's become an agenda where if you're a white man, you're probably a bad person. I've seen that. If you're a white elderly man, you are already.
Are you stating that, or are you saying like that's what the general norm is leading to?
That's what you see in the media. That's what you see in all this. Like,
white. But it's a very American problem.
It's an American problem.
Nowhere else you have this.
But let me explain to you. See, it's an American problem, but America ships out all of your media.
Yeah.
America, every movie, every cartoon, a majority of them, it all comes from there. Like, there was one video I saw on Twitter recently where a woman was working out and she was filming herself. So she was doing the, what is it called? The
deadlift.
I think she was doing a front squat, right? And there's a guy literally standing there. In the reflection, you can see him standing there just on his phone. And she's like, guys, you're not going to believe this creep. He's just watching me and making me feel uncomfortable. Yeah. And bro, the guy is just standing there, and she goes, oh, what are you doing? You're making me feel unsafe. Like, she's saying to the video.
Tag Joy Swole in it, because Joy Swole is now attacking these people.
Oh, I'll tag him then. But
Gymnation. No, the Gymnation. I don't know. This whole movement that he wants to, like, clear up the whole idea.
You know who Joy Swole is? He's a bodybuilder that's like he's been popular on social media for a long time. And now for the past like 5-6 months or something, everyone is sending him clips of like these situations that like, oh, someone is like gym etiquette stuff that like, oh, this girl like sets up her camera and if someone walks in front of her, she loses her shit and stuff. And he like attacks them that like try to like teach gym manners to
Like
people.
respectfully
but
again,
this-
but it
no,
says
but-
be better, mind your own business. It's called gym positivity, like gym positivity.
No, but the thing in this is that she was like looking at the camera and she's like, I don't feel safe, guys. I don't feel safe. He's coming. Look, watch, he's coming. And the guy just literally sees she's done with the bar, removes the bar from. He's like, "Are you done with this?" And she's like, "Yeah." Like it was so charged, you know.
Right.
If this guy would have taken one step a little bit wrong,
Rape.
like
she was-
not even rape, but like you see how this man is doing this to me, and like, again, it's become such a, you know,
Not gonna lie though, but I'm not trying to cut you off. You can continue.
no, just
Not gonna lie though, there is this whole. What did I cut him off?
Yeah. You cut him off and like,
no,
No,
oh,
but he said continue.
no,
so-
continue, it's fine.
Not again. Not
Get him
gonna
off-
lie though.
get him
Like,
off the show. Huh?
yeah, that's it.
there is this whole thing also that the fact that we can't also deny the fact that men, I'm not saying all, I'm not generalizing, we're all men here. Like men are.
Hey. Don't assume my gender,
Fuck
okay? I'm offended. This is unsafe space.
Like
I'm with you.
Yeah.
good like men have been creeps all throughout fucking history. Men have done all this fucked up shit and all these stuff. So
Buddy, I would say to you, that's true. And I cut you off right now, yeah?
I didn't mean to cut you off.
No, I meant to cut your ass off, yeah?
Karma,
But-
bitch.
Can I explain to you? A woman or whoever in this world assumes that people who look like you, who are your gender, are all creeps. And then you walk into a gym, being respectful, doing whatever you want, and then she blows up on you. Like, is that your, like, does that allow for her to do that to you because, oh, she's just seen so many creeps in the gym? You gave no warning. Like there was nothing you did that would call you a creep.
But just based on her previous experience, like, do you give her like
she
a?
wasn't like no one. Like we know what happens in the gym. You have people oogling you. You have guys stare. Bro, guys stare at guys, and you see how they measure each other up in the gym. It's not like it's a normal place. Sergio, whenever he walks, I see guys just staring at him, like, you know, like just giving the guy stares. Everyone's staring at each other. So I understand for a woman, it might not be uncomfortable, but not to the point where I don't feel safe. I don't feel this. It's like you have so much space. She had so much space in the video. Of course, there might be other gyms. I don't know what happens there and such, but this was like on a whole nother level. She was ready to start war.
I'm not supporting her throughout this though.
100%.
I'm saying like that kind of mindset has come through that. But at the same time, what she's done is completely wrong. And that's why I really like watching the whole, like, I've been following George Soul for like years. One of the, like back in high school, that was one of the first bodybuilders that we followed. But like what he is doing is the whole like bringing up the fact that no, fuck off with that shit. Fuck up with your bullshit. Like, this is the gym. Mind your own business. You don't have the right to take up this whole space. And if someone walks through your camera, you can blow up on them. It's a shared gym. If someone needs the bar,
No, but you didn't get the question he was asking.
Okay.
He's asking that you said that a lot of men are have been creeps.
Yeah.
Fair enough. We all agree.
Yeah.
And obviously, there are majority of the time they're creeps to women.
Yes.
So, if you, as a person who's not a creep, walks into a gym and a girl mistakes your intentions, if you're just like standing in the back waiting for the bar or something, do you give them some leeway? Some leeway that, like, we understand that you've had bad experiences before, so
No.
you have.
I wouldn't.
So I'll tell you one example. Yeah, I have a friend. He went to Warehouse Gym, and this guy is, I mean, sweetheart. This guy is literally such a nice guy, respectful to women, completely doesn't stare or anything like that. He was at the gym. He took a photo of my other friend who was doing a bicep curl, and a girl all the way in the corner comes up to him, shouting and saying to him, "Give me your phone. Give me your phone." Like that. And he goes, "I'm not going to give you a phone. You took a photo of me, didn't you? You want to take a photo of me?" And he goes, "I'm not going to give you I'm not going to give you my phone." And she was like about to, pass out by the things happening.
Fuck, they're here too. I thought it was all
No,
in the
dude,
States.
it's the thing. If I was there, I would make that woman cry from what I would say to her. My friend was like, no, I did not take your photo. And I think he showed it to her. And she didn't even say sorry or anything like that. She just went away like that.
That happened to me actually, like not the same way, but I was at our gym, and I took a photo in front of the mirror, and you know the room where they have more leg equipment, yeah, and abs and stuff. Like, I took a photo in front of the mirror, and then this woman came to me, and she was like, "Can you delete that picture?" And I said, I was so confused. I was like, "Why?" And she was like, "Well, I'm in the background of that picture." But the difference here was that she's very polite. She was like, "I'm not comfortable," because she was not a very, like, she was...
Maybe she was in a position that she didn't want anyone to take a photo. That's
like,
fine.
she just, like, she was very, like, you know, she was... I can just say, like, she was very beginning at her stage of going to the gym, and she was very uncomfortable being in any sort of photograph. I'm very respectful.
You're so respectful about it.
No, because she was being very respectful. I'm not trying to,
the thing is, like, they have every...
No, but if it's... Look, if you ask me, if you took that photo, could you delete it? 100%. I'll be like, you know what? You have every right.
No, you don't. You don't have every right.
To ask.
You don't have the... You can ask. You don't have the right. No, because it's a public space. If you're in the background of the picture, you're in the background of the picture.
But you have the right to ask, I'm saying. Not demand. Ask is different.
Okay,
ask is saying,
okay.
You know,
I got you. Yeah.
So she has every right to say to him, but you have no right to come to me, accuse me of something that I'm taking a photo of you, right?
Yeah.
Because, to be honest, if the woman was in front of me, I said, listen, your husband wouldn't even want to look at you, or whoever was there, yeah? You know?
No. If she has the right to fucking assume shit, he has every right to pick up any scenario.
But that's the thing.
No, I don't have any issues with what he said. It's just...
You're laughing. I don't think you have
it's funny
and
as
when
shit.
my friend called me, he was like de-stressing about it. He's like, bro, I said, man, wallah, if I was you, I'd say her husband, tell her if she was the last woman on earth, I wouldn't take a photo of you. You know, and...
Honestly, I think in those situations, it's just best to not say anything and just keep staring at them. Just watch them lose their shit even more. Because I've done this in a different...
I like to blow up on someone.
Yeah, I know, but then you come off as a dick. Because
who gives a fuck though? Like,
no, but if you're going to a gym that you usually go to and everything, you don't want everyone to assume you're a dick.
But do you? And that way you're immediately assuming that all the people at that gym are gonna side with
her.
The other
Yes.
with her.
Most likely,
Yeah, because if they see a woman shouting at him, you took a picture of me, delete my picture, and then he's like, why would I take a picture of even your husband wanna fuck you? Whose side do you think they're gonna take?
And then you have a guy,
the little tiny ugly girl that's on the side, or the big guy that's just shouting at a woman and saying your husband wouldn't even fuck you.
Or
Like, you know what I mean?
His option. She's shouting?
No, not like that. Not the creepy look.
Why aren't you answering me?
Here's
takes the phone.
Here's 10,000 dirhams. Shout more.
Put your foot on me.
Oh my God.
I'm a pig.
But to kind of is still relatable to this. Like, wait, are we?
We're good.
The thing about social media is that it's giving space and tool for a lot of people to speak out, right? Obviously, like people who need the support of other people on the social media platform, but also at the same time, it's about the fact that it gives the power to stupid people. I'm not saying specific. I mean, there are a lot of stupidity and stupid people around. And a lot of these people, given the platform, given the status of getting a lot of followers and everything, kind of get idolized, you know? And that's what I meant. Like, when we grew up, we had different sort of idols. We looked up to idols that, like, I'm not saying, like, we were right, the rest are wrong. There's certain idols now that people are looking to as well, in my opinion, are good. But that's my opinion. So, but given the power to the stupidity, right, a lot of people tend to follow, right?
I think that's a very good point, especially like...
No, it's just back in the day.
No, but not even back in the day. Now look at it. Like, you know, I'm sure all of us can agree here. There's a lot of things that Andrew Tate says that we agree with, right? Men positivity, you know,
there's a lot he says that.
Yeah, be disciplined. But what's funny enough is that people only remember... Like majority of people remember is what color is your Bugatti and you know what's the you see
the way he says Bugatti.
Yeah, Bugatti. You know, like and that's I think you know if you listen to the guy, I think he is like a con man. You know,
No, he's a genius at he knows
No.
exactly how to display himself to get the likes, to views.
Wait,
and
what do you mean by
everything.
con man? In what sense?
so I mean, as in, you know, like all these influencers who tell you I can get you rich and stuff like that. It's a Ponzi scheme, right? Okay.
Okay.
Now, what I think is the con about it is that at the end of the day, I think the guy himself only looks out for number one, which is himself. He doesn't really care about, oh yeah, I can change these people's lives, you know, get out of the matrix. I think that he makes his money. He believes in what he says in many of the things, and he doesn't mean he's a bad person. There's a lot of you can see a lot of videos where he acts respectful and all this kind of stuff, but the overall, you know, oh, I'm doing this for all of you and I don't give a shit about the money is bullshit.
Yeah, but I don't know if that's just part of the game now, part of the social media game.
But that's
I'm trying to think of what is the equivalent of him, like a female version, like of what a woman in his like
no, but bro,
pedigree does that will also be considered a scam or like a con.
No, but you see, a scam. Look, I'll tell you. A scam is something like an NFT project or a coin, right? You have someone promises you something, and then it just falls through. It's a rug pull, right? For me, it's, you know, it's so similar to how it was done in the olden days. Like, what Andrew Tate is doing is not new.
No,
It's old. It's been there for years. But what he has on his side, like many of these women in the world, you have the availability of people. You have that global reach.
That
A guy in
access, yeah.
India can watch Andrew Tate. You know, a woman who's selling Onlyfans can have a customer sitting in China, and she's all the way in the US.
Right.
You know what I mean? So you can get that following. And imagine being pumped full of dopamine, looking at a guy with a Bugatti and all of this stuff, and having, you know, the best life, smoking cigars, making funny jokes. That's what you're selling.
See, to me, that's not a problem. That's not a problem. The only part that I have a problem with, and that's not Andrew Tate or people like his, like it's not their fault. It's the lack of control over social media rules. Is children being showed those videos?
Yeah.
Because to me, if you're say over 18 and you fall for that crap, that's on you.
Mm-hmm.
You either learn from it or you're too dumb to learn from it. You keep falling for that kind of shit. That's on you. The issue is when it's shown to children, and I don't think like. If a 12-year-old is like, for example, me and you, like our Andrew Tate pops up on our social media account. We take the good advice that we think is like the actual shit that's valid, and all the bullshit that the way he packages and all of that, we strip that away and we're like, okay.
And so some parts of maybe you still think some of the bullshit is actually good, but like you will learn afterwards,
Yeah,
and that's still
yeah,
your
and-
responsibility. And
Or
your,
someone can be our age and not see through the bullshit, and that's on them. But the fact that a 12-year-old or a 13-year-old can see the same clip and not have the mental capacity or the life experience to separate the bullshit from the actual valuable lessons from anyone, that's the issue.
Bro, you know,
But that's not on the actual bloggers. I think
no, but
the
that's
issue
censorship then. That's censorship and
censorship to underage people has always been around.
No, but
And it
but it's
should-
hard to control. Like now you see YouTube and stuff. They used to ask you what's your age and put the age number and stuff like
Right.
that, and the video would be recommended. Very easy to get around that. Yeah, maybe if you're 5, 6, 7 years old, it'd be hard. But anyone older that can do it.
Yeah.
And what you said now is actually like for me, Andrew Tate isn't the problem, right? If you see all the other influencers, all the other YouTubers, what they're dishing out
Right.
is, hey, give me your credit card details.
Yeah.
Just give me money, and it's it's crazy. And the thing is that censorship, especially with like things, bro. Do you not remember when TikTok first came out? I got TikTok. I don't know how it even popped up on my phone. Yeah, and bro, in the beginning it was porn.
I wasn't on TikTok.
Bro,
for
there
a
was
long
porn
time.
on
Still
TikTok.
not
Like
on
you just
TikTok.
swipe and it was just porn. Now they filtered it out, but
No, but yeah, continue. I'm not gonna cut you off.
no,
you
No,
already-
please. I'm not. No, but then I go and then I'm the guy that continuing.
You already
cutting
did it, so you might as well.
Fuck. So but coercion. No, but there's still that exposure, and it might not be like pornography, but it could be the behavior of certain people and all that. And for example, a 12, 13-year-old girl who's going through the hormonal change and everything like that, which at that stage they're not trying to listen to their parents. They're attached to the screen like constantly and everything like that. That kind of behavior, it's again not be pornography, but something else. They're kind of the way they showcase themselves, dance. I'm not saying that's is a personal opinion of how anything, but like the way they present themselves, the way they talk, the way they what they do and everything like that.
It's
that
absorbed.
12, 13-year-old girl, it's still gonna absorb that.
Yeah,
It's still gonna have an imprint on her personality as she's developing. So the censorship, as much as at the same time we have to be realistic. How the fuck can they censor all that shit out? You know,
They can censor a lot. First of all,
it can be a censor
it's
much
not our
more.
industry to come up with it, but a simple idea, like you were saying, the YouTube, like you would ask for like your fucking birthday, and you
I have
just
my
put,
phone because I want to show you guys
yeah,
something.
it's very easy to ask for someone's ID when they're making an account. Picture of your ID.
Yeah, but then people will come up to you and say, "Hey, I don't want to give you my ID."
Yeah, I know, but you're asking to be on a platform. If you want to be on a platform, you have to go with certain rules.
Yeah, but then it'll be like you're trying
these
to
are-
steal my information.
Oh,
Like,
but
Yeah, but, like,
obviously,
I'm saying
it's
the-
like setting up a Venmo kind of a.
Yeah, but this is the
business.
company. It should be the company's responsibility,
Yeah, but the-
especially because it's getting so integral and like in our is so like intertwined to everyone's lives. I understand that it's difficult and like it might not be like fully 100% like bulletproof, but there should be some level of censorship for children and like people under a certain age.
But you also have to remember this also. That today it came on the news. They're trying to present the bill to ban nationwide TikTok, the app, in the United States.
Yeah.
TikTok is a Chinese app, right? And imagine our TikTok account is taken down because of we're saying this stuff. It is a Chinese app, right? What's all over the social media on the TikTok platform in the United States are all these stuff that we're discussing right now,
Yeah.
right? If you go to China and go on the app, the TikTok app, the algorithm is not targeting these kind of stuff to you, right? What you get targeted for is cultural behavior, is how to improve yourself, is how to do
And
good,
educational videos.
and educational videos. None of the shit that we're exposed to, and even at a higher scale, people in the United States are exposed to, none of that shit is in China. If
Yeah,
you go on TikTok there, it's all about how to better yourself, how to be like all of these.
Yeah, but one of the reasons they want to ban it in US is partially that, but the main reason is, for example, the terms and conditions of TikTok, right? When you agree to that to make an account, you're giving them permission to use any electronic device that's under your name. So what they found out was, can you put the mug back? You're ruining your own shot. Yeah. So what they found out was there was a guy that works in one of like the government agencies in US. I don't remember if it was like related to like nuclear stuff or CIA or whatever it was. His daughter downloaded TikTok, gave permission, and through that they gained access to the government information regarding his job.
Damn.
Because the computer was in the same household and you're giving them permission to do it. That's one of the main reasons they're blocking it in US. But the thing that you said about like TikTok in China, it's only for educational purposes, and I'm pretty sure like for children.
Is that real?
Yeah.
Yeah. So in China, it's only.
No. I mean, is it like I don't mean saying that you're not right about it, but I mean like you've heard this too.
Oh yeah. It's only for educational purposes, giving praise to like national heroes, and obviously it's a
Really?
Nationalism.
Yeah, and also like
also
for children after a certain hour, the app closes. So like after 10 p.m. you
Even
can.
gaming. Imagine.
Yeah.
So I mean, but that's the difference, right? So in China, it's fully sort of everything you need to submit.
No, but everything is controlled. Google is. You need a VPN to go on
By the
Google.
way, Google is not allowed in China.
I know I was in China.
So what did you use? WeChat?
Oh my god, yeah.
WeChat.
I went to
One of
the
biggest
exhibition
When I
and-
was in university, that fucking WeChat shit fucked us, because we had when I was doing my master's, it was a lot of Chinese students that were in our university, and so we had like group courseworks that we had to submit each semester, right? they would leave for like Christmas and stuff, and there was no fucking way of contacting them. So they would just like leave us like hanging with all the work. I fucking hated that WeChat
Bro,
shit.
I was at an exhibition in China, and to talk to them, they don't speak fucking English. So how we communicated was literally, it was like, and then you
just
type it
translate.
on the WeChat, and it would translate, and they're like, oh, and then imagine two people were standing in front with a phone in front of each other, like talking like this is like, oh.
But now there's
Typing.
apps and like devices that does it in
Google-
does it live.
Google even has like you can take a photo. Like, you can move your phone around, look at a menu,
Yeah.
and on top of the
Yeah.
words,
Translate
shows
it,
the
yeah.
translation.
No, but there's these devices that you can legit speak to, and as you're speaking it,
Yeah, yeah.
translate.
I found that in Japan. There was a ramen shop I went to,
Mm.
and the woman was like speaking in Japanese. I'm like, sorry, I don't speak. She comes with this device and she speaks and then talks at the same time.
Right, that's so
Crazy,
crazy.
man. It's crazy.
Do you know any good ramen places in Dubai?
Yeah, Daikin.
Where is it?
Daikin. It's in
Where is
GLT.
Oh, one ramen so bad.
So good.
Should we go?
So, I'm down.
All right, should we call it?
Yeah, please,
Yeah.
because I got work in the morning.
All right, thank you guys for watching this episode of the podcast. Keep an eye on our Instagram for if you want to join the fitness challenge we're gonna do. I mean, by the time this comes out, it's already started, but you can join halfway, and hopefully you get a chance to wax one of us.
Imagine someone flies from like another
I
country.
paid good money for
Good
this.
much, yeah. Don't forget to like, subscribe to all of our social media accounts, and see you next week.
See you next week, baby.
All right.
Bye bye.
See you.